So hello guys, it's Max here from The Investing Hub, and today I thought I would do a video answering some of your questions. Now, a few days ago over on our Instagram page, I left a message asking you all to leave some of your questions, and I thought I would take some of the questions that were asked and do a video where I basically answer them stating true or false. Now, if you're not already following us on Instagram, then make sure you do so by visiting this page here and clicking that follow button. But let's get started with today's video. Now, the very first question I was asked was, Max, I want to start trading, but I fear that I don't have enough money to start. Now, this is a very easy question to answer, and I would answer it by saying false. It's very important to understand that trading is a percentage game. It's not about the numbers, it's all about percentages, okay? It's all about compounding your profits. And, if you are someone who's wanting to start trading and you think, maybe I need 1,000, 10,000, 100,000 to become a successful trader, the answer is no, you literally do not. You could just start with $100 tomorrow, okay? It's all about percentages. And, if you're someone young who's in their 20s or 30s, like most of our audience here on YouTube, you have so much time ahead of you. So even starting with $100 today is a very good start. There's an old saying actually that I really like, and it's the best time to plant a tree was 20 years ago, but the second best time to plant a tree, it's today. So get investing, even if it is with just $100. Now, moving on to the second question, someone said, Max, do I need more than a phone to trade with? Now, I would answer that question by saying true. You definitely need more than a phone if you want to become a successful trader. Now, in theory, could you trade with just a phone? You could, but you're not going to become very successful doing so. If you think about it, trading involves analyzing charts, and you've got a little tiny screen, let's say that big, and you're not going to be able to see that much historical data on that very small tiny chart, or if you can, it's not going to be the right format, and it could lead to false signals. So if you want to become a trader, I'm not saying that you need 6-7 trading screens like I have over in my office. You don't need that, but what you do need is probably a laptop. Okay, I'm going to level with you guys. You do probably need a laptop. I have sessions where I like to analyze charts, and my laptop's fantastic for that, but you do not need anything more than a laptop. Then moving to the third question, Max, is it true that I can trade from anywhere? Providing that you have Wi-Fi, then yes. If you're on a beach and there's Wi-Fi access, then yes, you can trade from anywhere. That being said, you don't want to be constantly trading on the go, because you will eventually probably make a trading mistake. So you definitely want to make sure that, sometimes you're just in your own element, whether that be in your bedroom or your office, and you're able to just have these sessions where you're properly analyzing charts, listening to the news. But in theory, let's say if you're out at a party, or, like myself yesterday, I was watching Arsenal play up in London. As long as you have access to Wi-Fi, you can get your phone out and you can place or close a trade. So providing that you have Wi-Fi, yes, that's true. You can trade from anywhere. So moving on to the next question, someone said, Max, I was told that trading is tax-free. Is this true? Well, before I answer this question, I just want to make it clear that I am not an accountant or a tax advisor, but the answer is no, that's not true. Trading is not tax-free. I, for example, live here in the UK, and whenever I make trading profits, I have to declare them to my accountant, and it's marked down as capital gains tax. And providing on how much money you make, that depends on how much capital gains tax you pay. That being said, there are countries such as like the Middle East. So I have a lot of friends out in Dubai, for example, and whenever they make profits trading, they do not have to pay any tax on it. So it completely depends where you are living, but most countries do ask you to pay tax on your trading profits, as it's marked down as capital gain. So for that question, I'm going to say false. Trading is not tax-free. Moving on to the next question, can you actually trade full-time and quit your job? Well, the answer to that is yes. I'm living proof. I'm doing it myself. I've been trading now for over 10 years, and I'm fully dependent. My main source of income is through trading. Of course, I have a few little side things like our signal service, for example, here at the Investing Hub. But to answer your question, yes, true. You can quit your job and trade full-time. And I think it depends on who you are as a person. I've always been someone where if I'm going to do something, I give it 110%. And that's what I've done pretty much since day one. I found something that I had a passion for, that I enjoyed, and I've just given it everything, and I've never looked back. So yes, you can quit your job and trade full-time, but you will have to put a lot of work in. It's not as easy as many on the internet claim it to be. It does have a massive toll on your emotional well-being. So you do genuinely have to give it 110%. So moving on to the next question, I've had someone ask me whether technical trading is more effective than fundamental trading. I've been trading for a few years now, and I found that I'm much more profitable when using technical trading strategies. Now, I would answer false. but it depends on who you are. You know, if you're a scalper, you're going to be more of a technical trader and you probably won't look too much into the fundamentals. But I'm a swing trader, right? So whenever I open a trade, I'm pretty much keeping that trade open for, you know, a time period anywhere between 1 to 5 days. And I find that I merged the two and it works very well. I feel that you need to have both fundamentals and technicals put together. A great example of this is if, for example, there's a perfect technical setup. You know, if you've got an asset breaking out of a previous resistant area, it's in a strong uptrend, and you're a technical trader and you never look at the fundamentals and you go and enter a massive buy position, not knowing that, let's say, Jerome Powell is about to announce a interest rate hike and his policy going forward is going to be very hawkish as well, and that causes that asset to plummet. Well, that technical trader would have lost a lot of money, where if he would have just looked at what was happening on the economic calendar, for example, he would have seen that Jerome Powell was about to talk. So I definitely feel like it's important to merge both technicals and fundamentals together, even if you do prefer technical trading. The next question is, can you become a quick millionaire from trading? I would say false. I mean, in theory, the answer is yes. You could potentially make a lot of money very quickly, especially if you're someone who has a lot of luck. But, you know, you want to become a consistent trader, and becoming a consistent trader isn't making $1 million overnight. You know, let's say if you start with 100,000, which is a very good starting point, you know, that's more than what most people start with. All you have to do is 10x your money. If you're trading with very high leverage, it's not impossible, right? You could be very lucky. You could trade at an earnings call. That stock could pop 30-40% overnight, like some stocks do, and you could make an absolute killing. Yes, so in theory, you could become a millionaire overnight, but it's not realistic. So realistically, the answer to that would be false. I don't think that you can become a quick millionaire from trading. You know, again, it comes back to consistency. If you really want to be a long-term successful investor / trader, you really want to make sure that you're, you know, being consistent. And consistency isn't making money every single day. You know, that's definitely one mistake I think a lot of traders make, is that they reflect on their trading performance day by day, where I think you need to kind of look back at your performance more week over week or month over month, because everyone has a bad day. So when I say becoming a consistent trader, you know, as long as you're making money every single month, that definitely means that you're going in the right direction. Then the last question I had here was, Max, is trading scary? I want to start, but I'm so scared of losing my money. I would say false. And that may raise a few eyebrows. And the reason I say false is because you should only trade with money that you can afford to lose. If, for whatever reason, you are so scared to push that buy or sell button, that's telling me that you're probably risking money that you cannot afford to lose, whether it's money to pay your mortgage, money you've saved up to put your kids through university. You know, trading shouldn't be scary. If you have a correct risk management strategy, then it really should not be scary. So, you know, if you're someone who is really scared to invest or to trade money, then definitely have a look at yourself in a mirror and ask yourself, you know, can I really afford to lose this money? Because, you know, you can place, in your opinion, the most perfect trade. You could have a technical setup that's breaking out, the fundamentals are supporting that particular asset, but it could be something in the macro environment that makes the asset then decrease in price for whatever reason, and you know, you could potentially lose that money. So it's very important to understand to only invest with money that you can afford to lose. And if you are really scared to invest your money, then it probably means that you can't really afford to lose that money. So to answer your question, is trading scary? I would say false. You know, providing that you have a good risk management strategy, it's not scary at all. Guys, I'm going to wrap it up here. So thank you very much for sending in your questions. I hope that you've enjoyed today's video. Please smash the subscribe button if you've enjoyed videos like this. Don't forget, I'm posting YouTube vlogs every Friday at 1 p.m. UK time. So smash that subscribe button. Also click so that it notifies you whenever I post a video. But thank you very much for tuning in for this Friday's vlog. And I will see you all next Friday. Thank you.